Hello, so today we're going to be learning how to make PowerPoints. So as you can see, there's like a bunch of options, many different choices for themes, but you want to choose one that's pretty simple, pretty solid. So this one's pretty simple. And then we're going to just add our title, and you always want to make the title pretty big and with a font that's not too weird, and that one's a little, it's not bad, but you could make a simpler one, like the simpler the better, probably. That's maybe a little too simple. So maybe one like in the middle, eh, probably that one's pretty good. And then you always want to put your name on the front page along with your block and the name of the class. And then you can also add like teacher or something else if you want to get technical, but like those are basically the main points you need. And then you can always add a picture or something up there if you want to make the title page super stand out or whatever. So then we're going to add a new slide. So right under the new slide form, there's all these different types. So we're going to choose one that we think would go best with like our main first point. So this one has point 1, and it has some information on the side, and then we have a content side. So our first point, reasons why school is disliked. So that's our main point. And so instead of putting like the reasons and then a huge explanation as to why, we're just going to put the reasons. And then as you do the presentation, you're going to explain, because if you're reading off the PowerPoint or reading like the same exact thing that you wrote, then your audience is basically just going to be looking at the PowerPoint and reading off of that, and they don't even need you to be there to say it. So you might as well just put your main points. So we got our 4 main points right there. And I'm going to make them big because, everyone's going to see it in the class. Got to make sure everyone sees it. And then, but always make sure that your title is bigger. That's way too big. So, like moderate size, probably around there. That one's way too big, so you got to make it moderate. And then you can always move it down to adjust it, center it on the page, and then on this side, the content side, you can add, there's tables, graphs, movies, pictures, anything. You can embed a movie, which is difficult, or you can add a picture. So here we're going to add a picture. We're going to add one that goes with our main point, which is the reasons why school is disliked. So we're just going to add a picture, random picture of some kids at school. Looks like they're having fun outside of school while school's not going on. So, that goes with the point, basically. So we're going to remove it, make it big, make it so that everyone can see it in the class. And, yeah. And so that basically shows it. So you can see both one side and the other side. And then you're going to be describing it as you're giving the presentation, so that they're not just reading off of it, they can look at the pic. And then you got a new slide. We're just going to add a blank, regular blank. And with a blank slide, you can basically do anything. And you can insert photos, audio, movie, clip art, symbols, shapes, etc. And you can do all of this. So here we're going to insert a table, and we got like a nice size table, the right amount of columns that you need, and then you can expand it. So expand the table so that everyone in the class can see and make it like pretty large. And then here on this blank slide, we don't have any like title or anything, so we're going to insert a text box. And so here you just drag it the size you want and type in the text you want. So basically like a name of the table would be best so that everyone knows what it's about. And really that's all you need for that slide, would be like the title of the table. And while you're presenting, you would be explaining the information on the table. So that would go the same for pie graphs or charts or anything basically. And so we make it bigger, we center it, make it very nice. Then we can type in our table, random information about students who hate school, etc. Then we might want to center it, make it very nice and centered. Yeah, make it very presentable. Then what we are going to do next is add another slide. And let's say that this is the end of your PowerPoint. So we're going to add another slide, and we're going to basically summarize it all, the main idea of the PowerPoint. So our conclusion slide, basically. So our conclusion of this PowerPoint was that school is necessary, okay? So for this, we're going to add some clip art. And so to add clip art, we're just going to choose a random person, and we're going to have to drag it over. And then X out of that and put the person on. Then to delete this box, we're just going to click it and delete. And then expand the clip art, make it really large, nice, whatever. A graduating student, obviously pretty happy with life because she went to school. And then we're going to make that larger. Main idea, remember, title is always bigger. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then center it, and there you go. And so that's like a basic PowerPoint, and we're going to go slideshow, start from start. And so this is what it looks like. Kind of messed up there. That's what it looks like, okay? So we have all our graphs, and we just want to make it really like not too long, not too much information, right to the point, so you can explain it all yourself. And that's it.